let's move to Altcoin Overtime. Because other than Forrest, I know that y'all are here for Altcoin Overtime. So before I get going, please give us some love. Hit that like button. Turn on alerts. There's a Thursday stream now. So without further ado, it's Altcoin Overtime. The more I talk about Polkadot, the more I talk about Polkadot, the more I have to talk about Polkadot in case you missed it in the market update. So for Polkadot fans, October 25th is a big GAN date. If Polkadot is at 42, I'm expecting it to go to 50 within the next 2 to 3 days. Now, hopefully that has a shelf life. That's a little risky, but I'm expecting something to happen in Polkadot sooner rather than later. If nothing happens in Polkadot, I view it as prolonging the inevitable because we're not going to have a late cycle blow off top without this coin. In my opinion, not investment advice. Woo Network, a Novogratz favorite, recently partnered with a Token Metrics favorite, Perp, okay, to provide additional liquidity. Woo has broken out of an accumulation channel, spiked up, wicked back. Okay, and what do I say? I say, buy it when it's down. Don't buy it when it's a huge green wick up. Buy it when it's wicked down and it's a little bit down on the day while also being on top of support. So not investment advice, but when do you want to buy these altcoins? When they're up or when they're VeChain. Can you go anywhere today without either hearing about or seeing a supply chain problem? Who has a supply chain problem, a solution? Who has a supply chain solution in the crypto universe? VeChain. I rode this for a while. It went way farther than I thought. We went to 28 cents. I brought this up last week at 12. We're now at 14. If this is an accumulation channel, like we've seen all throughout altcoins, right? This rising channel where bulls are picking up steam, VeChain could go to 17 cents. Again, who's got the supply chain solution in crypto? Perp. Not giving up on this. Perp is annoying. I know. It's annoying. It was annoying last time before it went from 3 to 26. That's kind of what Perp does. As long as Perp is above 14, okay, I think the idea of traders using leverage, you know, they're not going to go crazy with leverage, but if you have a market that proceeds higher in an orderly fashion without gigantic dips, leverage traders are going to be in that 2 to 3x level. That favors coins like Perp and dYdX. dYdX doing what all cryptos do, stopping everyone out right at the support prior high at 1850. So the ceiling was tested as the floor. Everyone got stopped out. Now it's sitting waiting to get back above 1850. I don't think it's a zero-sum game between dYdX, a derivatives exchange, and Perp. I believe there is room for both. The question is which one rallies and when, because they don't go at the same time. Wait a minute. Now that I say that, the only thing that hasn't happened is that they both rally at the same time. Interesting. Fantom. Okay, this is a classic case. I didn't play this perfectly, but I saw it coming. Both sides, right? 250 was a level. I saw Fantom consolidating below this line, just below this line, go up, go down, go up, go down. Pressing 250, did not back off. Then you wake up 4 days later, Fantom is through 250. Next stop, probably 4. All these layer ones, all these big cap coins, this is what they've done. They go to resistance, and oddly, you're paid using a stop. You're paid to buy it when it's down and then try and hang on and let the breakout happen so you have trade location and you can actually take some profit and let the rest rot. So if DOT is going to go, if Fantom is going to go, in other words, Fantom at 3 may be better than some of these other layer ones, at their all-time highs, because this really looks like it's trending. This and Algorand may pick up steam. Now, speaking of picking up steam, what do you know? Audio, after showing up as a coin smart money was buying last week, okay, Audius has quietly rallied to a major Gann line at 229. Audius has not been able to get through this Gann line on 4 prior attempts. So, is this the 5th failed attempt? I don't know. And I'll step out on a limb. I don't think so. There are audio competitors coming out. But wait a second. Doesn't that validate the original model? In other words, if everybody's got to compete with Audius, doesn't that mean Audius should be higher? I mean, what happened when everybody thought that, somebody should do something about the gas fees on ETH? Well, I think ETH went from 1,000 to 4,000. So watch out in this thing. If smart money is accumulating it, there have been big fundamental announcements. And really, I don't think any of the old announcements or any future announcements are priced into this. Eden. Oh, God, this coin. This coin, I understood, had really interesting fundamentals. I started watching it at 6.5, at which point, like many of these DeFi coins that are innovative, they had this huge token unlock that blindsides the market and drives it from like 7, to 2.5. We're seeing smart money flood into this, and it looks like everything below $3.72 has turned into what I would call a liquidity event for big players to come in, okay, and just literally just round it up and collect everything that was puked out by token holders. So there is this idea of the bigger the base, the higher in the space. This is a new coin, so I don't know, 30 days may or may not count as a base, but that consolidation has that upward sloping bend to it. So I'm really paying attention to this, because frequently when something gets completely killed and left for dead is the best time to actually say, I wonder if this thing gets above 372. If I bought the next dip, what would happen? API3. Yeah, it's up 15% today. Yes, smart money has been flowing into it, but it's trading at 6, and it used to trade at 12, and the next resistance may be at 725. So this is more of an FYI thing. I'm not going to say one way or the other, okay? I'm not really into buying things up 15% in one day. That said, there may be a dip buying opportunity here. This may be a bigger trend starting if you look at the Elliott wave, right? Bitcoin reserves the right to wreck all your altcoins. So if you see it up 15%, all it takes is one big up day in Bitcoin for you to get the dip or get hosed in certain altcoins. So yes, it's up 15%. The chart looks good, but that doesn't mean you should go out and do something that could potentially get you wrecked. Okay, Rune. Now, again, this is a classic example. It's almost like a teaching moment, right? Rune is a big DeFi holding of multi-coin capital. It hung around $7.87 around a Gann line that's been important going back to June. And how annoying was it, truthfully? How annoying was it to have to sit there and listen to me talk about ThorChain, knowing that it wasn't going to do anything for the next 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 days, whatever. And then all of a sudden, you wake up and it goes from 8 to 16 and it's gone. This whole idea about consolidating below resistance or by buying things when they're so annoying, you don't even want to talk about them anymore. This is how crypto has worked all year, and it is definitely how crypto is going to continue to work across everything from Bitcoin to sheep. Okay. Decentraland. I'm interested in the metaverse. I think it's like the new gold rush where people are going to want land, right? And they may not mine gold. They may not find gold, but land is still land. Okay. If Facebook is trying to go there to create a Web 2.0 dystopia, nothing personal out there, guys, but that could mean the blockchain, crypto, NFTs could wind up a ticket, okay, to the Super Bowl of gaming and living in the metaverse. So I'm watching Mana consolidate on top of a big fib level at 72 cents. And I'm wondering if the next stop is not 92 cents or possibly even a break of that. Somewhere in this metaverse world, there's a big trade. Matter of fact, I think somewhere the whole future of NFTs is going to be tied to some sort of altcoin that's attached to the metaverse. In other words, NFTs is an asset class. How do they go up? Well, you either have to have massive speculation in the whole market, or you have to have a catalyst that pulls NFTs higher. The same way ETH pulled DeFi higher, or who knows, maybe the other way around. Maybe a long time ago, it was DeFi that pulled ETH. Either way, the future of NFTs is tied to the metaverse, I think. So when you do your research, look for these metaverse coins and find out, hey, is this NFT going to be good in the metaverse somewhere? And is this metaverse coin got good tokenomics? So where if I get in, I might be able to capitalize on the metaverse trade, even if I missed the NFT trade. Because let's face it, folks, everyone missed the NFT trade. That's why it was so brilliant and spectacular and so brief in terms of the game. Everybody missed it. So the metaverse could be what's next for NFTs. Now, going back to the other end of the spectrum, back to Boringville, Tezos. Tezos has done nothing. Tezos has gone up and gone down. Tezos, a little birdie whisper in my ear, may be an NFT play because of how decentralized it is. Okay, so again, value investing, thinking about stuff no one cares about. This may be here a week from now. It may be here a month from now. But there may be a narrative in some of this stuff like Tezos, Algorand, stories that you haven't heard yet, right? It's like, you want to buy Elrond at 300, or you want to buy Tezos where it was back in September or May or even February. You know, not investment advice, obviously, but you really have to be asking yourself, you know, if I missed it, how do I have a play that potentially catches me up without having to buy the high or get wrecked if there's a correction, especially headed into November? Now, I know there's a whole bunch of tokens out there that everyone's going to ask for, so I'm just going to cover them. Okay, Armor. Has the tokenomics of some of these destroyed governance tokens, have the tokenomics changed? Are they coming back? Okay, Armor, if it takes out 17 cents, you can say that the whole give up trade below 15 cents was just that, a give up trade. In other words, this thing puked below 17 cents and died like it was over. And every time someone would ask me, I would say it needs a catalyst. It needs something, right? So if that something has hit the market and that something is driving price above 17 cents, okay? If price is driving above 17 cents, you might be able to say the narrative has changed. Now, if the narrative has not changed, not investment advice, but in any other altcoin, you have to ask yourself, do I want to put up with any more downside if it can't break out? And if the answer is no, then act accordingly your accountant will be happy that you did tax loss selling, not investment advice, not tax advice. Sheep, yes, I know. You absolutely have been hanging on for sheep, and we appreciate you. So I understand you can listen to a playlist and that burns sheep. I understand Smart Money was buying this probably to get the FOMO going in sheep. Sheep is above resistance at what I would call 34. That's 4 zeros and 34. And it's trying to push through what I would call 40. What stops sheep? I would say what stops sheep is Bitcoin, right? In other words, sheep can play, right, while the big cat hangs out and trades in a $3,000 range. So if you want to play in this, you can play, okay? And the day to get out is the day Bitcoin takes out 65K. So I understand that meme coins are not the most speculative thing in the crypto universe. I also understand that crypto is a free market and it reserves the right, or people in the crypto market reserve the right to decide what is money and what is not. Is this my favorite version of money? No. Is it anybody's favorite version of money? No. That's probably why it's going up, because everyone hates it. This has happened across every market since the beginning of time. If no one owns it and everybody hates it, and there's at least one reason to buy it, sometimes it just goes up. Now, Nano, something we got to address because we've talked about this. If you had said to me 6 months ago, Bill, you've got the right idea about the future of money, except the future of money is Bitcoin and sheep. If you've ever wondered why this show is not broadcast from my yacht, that's why. Because I know there's a future of money trade out there. I was guessing maybe Dash, right? Forrest and other analysts at Token Metrics were looking at Nano. Now, right this second, it's SHIB and Bitcoin. What happens if there's a third person, right? In technical analysis, things happen in threes, right? So first it was Bitcoin, then it was SHIB. What's the other leg of the future of money? Well, in 2019, I did Litecoin. In 2020, I did Dash. That worked for like 4 months, and then Dash died. So what's the third one? Well, what about Nano? Nano on a monthly chart. Yes, this is a monthly chart of a speculative crypto. It broke out above a certain Gann line in 2021, January. Okay, that's right in the middle of the screen with the black arrow. Then if you go from July to October, Nano has been pounding up and down on this Gann line around $5. So Nano, like everything else in its class, has probably been given up for dead. But the candle for this month so far, okay, a month that ends in a couple of days, the candle is green. So if you can get a green candle out of Nano bursting through this Gann line, there's some hope that Nano does better. Is it possible that Bitcoin eats everyone's lunch? I had to eat humble pie on Dash. I don't show the chart anymore because I'm just like, you know what? Even if this goes up, realistically, I'm wrong. But with Nano, with this monthly chart, I'm not giving up on this, because if they can do SHIB, they can do Nano. Most importantly, okay, it's not really about the Nano chart. It's about finding stuff that has good momentum. That would probably be like your Solanas and your ETHs. Then there's the stuff that could break out. That's your Fantom or your Binance coin. Okay, not investment advice. Then there's stuff that could catch up, which could be your Algorands, could be your Nanos, okay, could be your Woo network. So when you're building a portfolio, Obviously, you want to be on tokenmetrics.com on our indices page. But psychologically, you want to break it down. Like, what's a momentum trade? You know, what's value investing? What's been left for dead? What do I think could break out? And what's a small coin that I can get involved in, that I can get out of in case Bitcoin takes off, right? So the best thing I can tell you for altcoin overtime is this. I just gave you a lot of charts. I just talked about a lot of altcoins, which is really going to mean a whole lot of nothing if Bitcoin takes out 65K on a big green candle. So just remember, in altcoins, buy on red, use stops, play the end of cycle, like you're a smart person, even if today is your first day in crypto. Even if you lost money this year, play it smart, believe in yourself, because we at Token Metrics believe in you. All right, and that is altcoin overtime.
Token Metrics is a cryptocurrency investment platform that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams. Learn more at tokenmetrics.com.